All right, so now that you have brought in all of your video and you have rearranged it so that it's in order that you think it needs to be, most likely it is, let's see, if I scroll over here, mine is about 1.5 minutes long, which is way too long. I only want it to be 45 seconds. If it's 42, that's fine. If it's 48, that's fine. If it's 58, that's not fine. Okay, so what I need you to do now is go and figure out, oh, and you have to have at least 8 clips. So there are 12 clips in here. So you can take and I'm going to leave that part in. I'm going to go up to my razor tool and I'm going to click it, and I'm going to go to my selection tool. Don't want that part. Now here, remember I told you there were some ways to easily move things. If I go to the, the sequence window, and I go down here to close gaps, it will now close all my gaps for me. So I don't have to click and move them like I did yesterday. So now my thing is 1 minute, 4 seconds. All right, so, okay, so I still need to cut. Probably don't need that much. I might not even want that clip at all. So that could be one of the clips I get rid of. So I'm going to go up here to sequence, close gap. And I need to get back to the editing one, which is the one you guys have. So it looks kind of the same. All right, so mine now is a little bit over 1 minute. All right, so let's see. So I need, definitely don't need that part. So maybe to here, I'm going to click on the, and then click here. So basically I'm editing it, taking out the parts that aren't interesting, that don't add to the message. And I am seeing what I can. So maybe all this panning I can get rid of here at the beginning. So I'm just going to leave this up to you to edit whichever ones you want. Close gap. Now down to, I have a little bit more I can do. All right, so this one is actually kind of the same, so I'm going to get rid of that one. And then I'll go to sequence, close gap. And now I'm a little bit over 45. I'm at like 48, and I'm okay with that. All right, so now that I have that, I have mine edited down to around 45 seconds. If you listen to your video, which you can't hear it on mine, this is just a whole bunch of random background noise, etc. I don't want to hear any of that, so I want to mute it. These are all audio. See, video is V1, And then you have audio tracks. So I could put in multiple audio tracks on top of each other. So on this audio track is all of these, and I can mute it. I can just have it be a solo track, or I can do a voiceover. So we're going to mute this whole track so nothing on here plays. So once you did this and you went to play, you should not hear any. So now we're going to import our music. So we're going to go over here to File, and then go to Import. And we're going to go to B-roll. And now I have the music that we downloaded. Double click, brings it in over here. And now if I click and drag it over here, I now can hear my music. All right. So you can just take and click the razor tool, click it at the end, the selection tool, and now your music matches. We will learn how to ramp the music up, ramp the music down, how to do things like that. Yes, we will work on that as we are going. The last thing that I want to do is go to the picture that you have, this official pirate color, full color. I want you to put your cursor on the very beginning, and I want you to take and drag that onto the layer that is right above it. So if you look, all right, so see how big it just hides it, because see, it's hiding that layer. So this layer is hiding this layer. So what I need you to do first is, if you go to this, right click, so now it's really big. So I need you to go here and right click right on top of this. So I need you to go over here, see how this is really big. All right, I'm gonna make this, hold on. So you can't see the pirate logo. So I'm going to right click right on top of here. And then you need to go down to scale to frame size. So now I have just the logo. If I click on this, double click on it, I now get my handles that I can take, and I can put my logo wherever I want it to be. All right. So now the other thing that I need to explain to you is that right now the logo is on top of this. So it's going to play, 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 and then it's going to go away. If I want it to play longer, because it is not a video and it is a picture, if I wanted it to go all the way over all of this, I could do that. But I'm just going to put it over here. All right, so I'm just going to make it this long, and then we are done. All right, so you have shortened it to 45 seconds or so. You have added music and cut it so that it is no longer than the end of your video. you have added the logo and put it somewhere on the first frame. And now we need to export it so you can turn it in. Okay, so we're going to now export it so that you can turn it in. So we're going to start with using this up here. We're going to go to export, and then it's going to come up, and you should have it named whatever it is that you have it named. So it should be named 9. It should be in your first project, but it's okay. You need to know where it is. So it's wherever your actual Premiere profile is, that's where it's going to go. And then you just need to have it say match source of adaptive high bitrate, should be the default, H264. All right, everything should be default. You just have to make sure the name and where it's going is correct. Then you can click export, and then it will be exporting all of your video. If you turn in a Premiere profile, I will not be able to open it because I do not have your media files. So you must take this step. Okay, so once it is done, you will get this saying your video was exported successfully. You can then go to Schoology, go to assignment 9 and turn it in. If you have any questions, let me know.